My husband died in a fire, and during my son's baptism, my sister said, "Are we having a barbecue? Or is her husband the only one who can turn into one?" I never thought I'd be planning a baptism alone. 8 months after the fire that took my husband, I stood in our kitchen. His kitchen, really. The one he renovated with his own hands during his days off from the fire station, arranging white roses in crystal vases. Everything had to be perfect. Not because I cared about impressing anyone, but because perfection was the only thing keeping me from falling apart completely. The house felt too big without him. Every corner held a memory. His boots by the door, the coffee mug he never put in the dishwasher, the baby monitor he installed with such care, checking it 3 times to make sure it worked. Now it was just me and our son, this tiny human who would never remember his father's laugh or the way he sang off-key lullabies at 3 in the morning. I'd spent weeks preparing for this day. The invitations had gone out 6 weeks prior, cream cardstock with gold lettering. I'd taste-tested 3 different bakeries before settling on the vanilla cake with buttercream roses. I'd called the florist 4 times to confirm the arrangements. Control was all I had left. My sister arrived an hour late to the baptism, her heels clicking against the church steps like little hammers. She wore black. Not morning black, but that deliberate, fashionable black that screamed, "Look at me." Her smile was sharp as she air-kissed my cheek, leaving a smudge of red lipstick near my ear. "Everything looks lovely," she said, her eyes scanning the decorated hall. "You've really settled into the widow role, haven't you? The house, the life insurance, playing the grieving hero's wife. It must be nice, having everyone feel sorry for you." Her voice was honey-coated poison, delivered with that practiced sweetness she'd perfected over the years. I didn't respond. I'd learned years ago that my sister fed on reactions the way some people feed on attention. Instead, I adjusted my son's baptism gown, the same one my husband had worn as a baby, carefully preserved by his mother, and walked away, feeling her eyes burning into my back. The ceremony was beautiful. The priest spoke about new beginnings and God's grace, about innocent souls and protective love. I held my son, our son, and felt my husband's absence like a physical weight pressing on my chest. People cried. They always cried at these things, but especially when the widow is young and the hero is dead. I saw my sister in the 3rd row dabbing at her eyes with a tissue, her performance as polished as always. The reception was held in the church hall. I decorated it myself with white streamers and silver balloons, with photo collages of my husband in his uniform scattered on every table. People told stories about him, about the lives he'd saved, about his terrible jokes and his generous heart. My son slept through most of it, peaceful in his bassinet while his father was mourned all over again. Later that night, after everyone had left and I'd finally gotten the baby down, my phone buzzed. It was my best friend, the one who'd helped me address invitations and pick out the cake. "I need you to hear something," she said, her voice tight. "I wasn't going to tell you, but you deserve to know." She sent an audio file. WhatsApp, forwarded from someone who'd received it from someone else. I almost didn't press play. Some instinct told me that once I heard it, something would change forever. But my finger moved anyway, and suddenly my sister's voice filled the quiet nursery. She was laughing. Not just chuckling, full-on cackling, the kind of laughter that has no warmth in it, only cruelty. "God, I can't believe we have to sit through this whole baptism thing tomorrow." Her voice crackled through my phone speaker. The audio was from the night before. While I'd been up late folding programs, she'd been mocking me. "What do you think they'll serve? Barbecue? Or is her husband the only one who gets to turn into that?" You can watch the full story on my channel by clicking on the title of the video below.